Hello guys, this is Dr. Ku AutoFX. In today's edition, we're working on Audi A4 2006 model. The customer complaint on this car is that the car will not start. I just started the car just a few days ago. Then he was running in the night today and the car won't start. I'm going to be using OBD11 to troubleshoot this problem. So if you have OBD11, that's going to be very useful. Now before I go further, there is a channel which I want to introduce to you that is fast growing in the YouTube channel. Just started new. The name of the channel is Error Code Explained. This channel basically explains code of different car make and model, and it can be very quick at telling you exactly what to look out for, which is a very good tool. I see that channel like a tool to quickly resolve a car problem, be it a no start issue like this very one here where it has a crank no start. I was almost about giving up on this very Audi before after looking up the code on Error Code Explain channel. So I found out that the error code explained it and gave it detail, which assisted me to solve the problem such a very short time. And so that's a very good channel which I believe has potential of leading you to the right step, though it's quite a little bit advanced. Why I'm saying it's advanced is it doesn't give you pictures all the time. It just talk and guide you where to look out for, and I think that very fundamental knowledge is what everyone is looking out for, a head up, a second opinion when there is a problem. So back on this Audi A4, I taught a lot of things apart on this car. We unhooked the ECU, try to hook it back. We checked a lot of things including ground wires. We even replaced the crankshaft position sensor before this very moment. But all this effort that we actually put in here amounts to really nothing, because at the end of the day we didn't end up starting the car. So not starting the car, it means there is no win even at every length of effort which you have put in place. So quickly I connect the OBD11, and which is this very process here. So if you have yours, I think it's very important for you to actually connect it, have it link up, put the ignition on, and you have to put on your internet on, and turn on your location, GPS location icon on your phone, so it can be able to. It actually does that, and that is just one terrible thing which I don't like about it. My launch will not require my location to be turned on, and will not require internet. Well, this one here, for every car I want to scan, it requires internet, and that really pisses me off. And the other side of it again, because this is actually my first time trying to use it to troubleshoot second time trying to use it to troubleshoot a crank no start issue, and it's quite slow when it's trying to connect to the car computer interface to give you information on what is going on. And it's quite interactive, I must say. The reason why I say this interactive is you get to know quickly. Like I said in the context of this very video, at the description, no communication. I mean, it wasn't showing me no communication, it was scanning every other module, but the ECM is left out. And if you're trying to start a car that cranks no start, of every other modules, even if the brake system, the stability, the AC, the HVAC, all of them are absent, the engine control unit should be present. So for this very car, the engine was absent at the first time, which I was actually trying to resolve this problem. So while I was still pairing it, I was looking out for some other solutions, what is actually going to cause the problem. Because here, first of all, now that's one good thing I like about this scan. It's going to give you how many volts which you have on the battery. And you can see here, yeah, this is not just the battery volt, it's giving people the voltage when the car has started on, and at this very point here is when it was starting. So at later on, the ECM came back online, but it has been a hell of a struggle to actually get it back. Now, in your own case, if you have this kind of a problem, when you connect your OBD11 or whichever scan tool which you're using to scan it, I like OBD11 for one reason. That is going to tell you, it's going to show you right there that the engine management is offline, it's not connected, it's not communicating. You're going to want to be the one who's going to actually know that it's not connected. And as much as it's not online, there's going to be a symptom such as no spark, and that is exactly what that code really means. So that code signifies no spark, no crank, no start, and so possibly no injector pause. So now if you have this problem, the best way to solve it for me is actually two alternatives. There is a fuse box inside the engine compartment where the ECM is. That fuse box right there. There is a fuse box, there is a fuse that is rated 10 amps. That fuse rated 10 amps is giving power to the ECM. Now, the funny side that you have to understand about this very ECM, ECU or PCM is it have different power source. So if for any of them that actually created any interruption, it's not gonna allow the car to actually start. So we have, I couldn't vividly remember the number, but that is the 10 amp fuse among the 4 relays that are close to the ECM inside the engine compartment, just the same compartment where the ECM is. So you want to check for that very fuse. Then you want to check out for relay 30. It could be a relay 30 or 370 or relay 100 that is inside the ECM compartment where the ECM is, because most often times, because the way they designed that, water do get in there, and when water and electronic device or component doesn't actually tally together, so it often creates rust, and those rust actually create some sort of disruption in the power flow, which won't allow the coil to get magnetized. I mean the coil inside the relay. So you want to check those two things, make sure they are in good condition. If it's heating, if it is really hot to the touch, I mean any of the relay that's hot to touch, then you should know that it's probably one of those, because the relay, that's the relay for the fuel pump and the relay for the ECM, and that is where most of the problem for Audi crank no start actually does start from. Then if you have checked those ones out and you confirm that they are in a very good healthy condition, like you can see right now, pretty much all the modules are communicating, and that is what you want to see. But initially, if any of them is not communicating, it's going to show blank. Like you can see the steering column control module there is not showing. The rest are yellow, and so now the next place which you want to go on to look out for, what you need to look out for next is the fuse on the dashboard, which is at the left side of the steering, which is this guy right here. In this fuse, there contains another fuse that actually powers up the ECU, and if that fuse for any reason got blown for any reason, there's not going to be any power. The ECM is going to be offline, and that fuse is just right where my finger is right there, right? When my finger is pointed there, that fuse is fuse number 43. Fuse number 43 should be checked when there is a crank no start issue and you plugged your OBD scanner, be it OBD 11 or whichever competent OBD scanner that you're using. If it shows you that there is, you can see that I'm using my pin plier or long nose plier to actually hold it. So that is what you should look out for. That's what you should check. So if for any reason the ECU is offline, I've taught you two to three very component electrical, the fuse as much as the relay in the engine compartment is what you need to look out for, because for any reason if they don't perform the way they should, if they are blown or they are corroded, then there is no way the car is gonna start. So I hope you find this very helpful to start in your car, your Audi A426 model. Do give us a thumbs up and share, like. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.